calm, reflective. When we think of the United States, we think of freedom, liberty, democracy. But there's another story, one that lives in the shadows. A story of power, conquest, and control. This is the dark legacy of American imperialism and foreign intervention. Let's rewind to 1898. The US goes to war with Spain, allegedly to help free Cuba from colonial rule. But what happens next? Firm America doesn't just liberate Cuba, it takes Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines for itself. Just like that, a republic becomes an empire. Serious, somber in the Philippines, things get brutal. Filipino revolutionaries fight for their independence. But the US responds with overwhelming force. Emotionally weighted villages are burned. Civilians, men, women, children, slaughtered. Over 200,000 Filipino civilians perish. This wasn't freedom. It was colonization. Controlled intensity. And then came the Cold War. To fight communism, the US would stop at nothing, not even destroying democracies. Grave Iran, 1953. The CIA overthrows a popular prime minister. Why? Because he dared to nationalize Iran's oil. In his place, the US installs the Shah, a brutal dictator who silences dissent with torture and fear. Guatemala, 1954. A reformist president is taken down for touching US corporate interests. Chile, 1973. America helps topple President Allende, replacing him with a military regime under Augusto Pinochet. Thousands are tortured and disappeared. Narrator, quietly, and the people? They never got a say. Urgent. Then came Vietnam. A war fought in the name of stopping communism. But at what cost? Emotional, vivid. Entire villages destroyed. Jungles scorched with napalm. Civilians poisoned with Agent Orange. By the end, millions were dead. And for what? A war the US couldn't win, and should never have started. Lower, heavier. But the story didn't end in Southeast Asia. In Iraq and Afghanistan, Libya, Yemen, Somalia, the pattern continues: invasions, coups, drone strikes, regime change. Measured, emotional. Each intervention leaves scars, families shattered, cities reduced to rubble. Resentment that lasts for generations. Calm, thought-provoking. You might ask. Why does this matter? Because these aren't just distant stories. They shape how the world sees America. They shape how we see ourselves. Emotion rising. Freedom isn't freedom if it's enforced by violence. Democracy isn't democracy if it's denied to others. Hopeful, forward-looking. We can't erase the past. But we can face it. We can learn. We can hold power accountable. And we can choose a future built not on domination, but on dignity, truth, and peace. Warm, concluding. Thanks for watching. If this opened your eyes, share it. History only changes when people start asking the right questions.